everybody, it's Michelle, and I've got a punch art project for you guys for Christmas. We're going to be making a cute little punch art reindeer. I think he turns out just adorable, and you can use him on tags and packages, Christmas cards, scrapbook pages, anywhere that you want to use this little reindeer. I think he is just adorable. And you guys thought I was done with my egg-shaped dies. I am not done with my egg-shaped dies. This is going to be the head of my reindeer. And this is that set of egg dies that I have been using all year long. Let's see. This one was the very middle one. And of course you can make these any different size that you want, depending on if you want a larger or smaller reindeer. That's what I really love about these nesting die shapes, is that they come in multiple sizes and you can use those for all different applications, whether it's a tiny little one on a tag or a big giant one on your scrapbook page. And you get all of those different sizes, and I think it's a lot cheaper to do it that way with the dies than with punches. And then for his ears, I'm using leaves, and that is the same leaf die set that I used for my punch art birdies and my turkey and so many others. And for his ears, this is just the smallest size, and I did flip that over. That way I've got it in opposite directions and did my inking. I've got some ovals punched out here. You can use googly eyes or you can use punched circles, whatever you want. But I had the ovals and I thought it was really cute, and it gives a lot of character to his face. And I got these from Punch Bunch, and I'll leave a link to those in case you guys want to get those, along with everything else that I'll be using. I'll have it all listed down in the description area. For his nose, I'm going to be using a large red oval rhinestone, and that's just flat back, and I'm going to adhere that on. And for his antlers, I wanted to show you guys a bunch of different options so that you know that you can do this without having specific ones. If you can't find one, you can find the other maybe. And I do have a cutout here from a die that is just deer antlers already, and I will just put that behind there and make my reindeer. But I wanted to show you guys some other options too. You could use branches, and again you could use punches or die cuts, either one that you want to use. A lot of times I really like to use the dies because they're so much more affordable. But you can see how cute he looks with those branches as his antlers. And I think that gives him a really cartoony look. You guys may remember my tree die set. It was kind of similar to this one. And I used the branch like this as the legs on my birdies and my turkey. And this is just another set exactly like that, but a little bit larger of pieces. So I'll leave the links to that too if you want to do that. Or if you have branch punches, I think it'll look really cute. And like I said, really cartoony and fun that way. And I also have some more branches here that are a little more realistic looking, maybe not quite as cartoony. You could put those in there, and you can see I just flipped it opposite ways to give that curved sort of look. And just to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I want to use the branches or the antlers. I think I'll use the branches. I think that stays true to the punch art sort of idea, that we're taking shapes that wouldn't normally be for that, and we're going to use them for that. And I punched these out of some cardstock that was in sort of a scrap pack that I bought at Walmart. And this is sort of a off-white color, almost a creamy color with little speckles in it. And when you see that close up, it's really perfect for antlers. And I just got that at Walmart in a scrap pack. And then I'm going to take a little sponge dauber here and my Memento Rich Cocoa ink. And I'm just going to ink the edges of that. And that kind of helps give it an aged sort of look and makes it look a little more realistic for antlers. I think I'll bring in a piece of scrap paper here. Kind of get at those edges. And if you wanted to, you could also come in and take your scissors and maybe trim out a couple of little branches before you do the inking. I might do that here just a little bit. This one's kind of rounded, and I don't think a deer antler would necessarily be quite so rounded. And just kind of give it a little more of a point like that. So any branches that you guys have would work for this. I'm going to do the same thing to this one here. To make that a little sharper. And let's see. Maybe cut this one here off. Just to kind of keep them from being exactly symmetrical. Maybe have them just slightly off balance. Might look a little more natural to what you would see on a deer's antlers. And I'm not wanting to color these, just kind of aging them a little, giving them a little bit of a distressed look. And then we can start assembling our reindeer. And you could do this same thing for just a regular deer on a masculine card any time of year, without the red nose, of course. But I really wanted to do mine a Rudolph. Okay, so here is my egg shape, and I'm turning it upside down so that the pointed end is at the bottom, and that'll be his nose. And I already did my inking on these pieces. And I'm just going to kind of lay it out and get an idea of what I want to do. And his ears will be kind of high and close together like that. And his antlers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start gluing. I'm using my Art Glitter Glue. And I'm just going to put a little dot on the bottom of each branch. And remember, I flipped these over so they're kind of a mirror image. And then after that, I sort of did a little bit of trimming to make them look a little more realistic. Maybe not quite so symmetrical. You could take a little more time with that if you wanted to, and really kind of make them a little bit different. But these branches here came from this set, and there were a few different options in there. Anyway, I didn't use this one because they were a lot thinner than these, which had a nice thickness to them, which I really liked. These might be okay too if I'd used a smaller egg shape. And then there was this really long one here. So you could get some different options out of that for maybe some less symmetrical antlers on there. I'm going to go ahead and put a dot of glue on the inner tip of each ear. And then I can just work that underneath. So who would have ever thought that you could create a reindeer with branches, eggs, and leaves? Okay, so now I'm going to put his eyes on. And you can just do your placement however you like yours. I'm going to use my jewel picker here to help me pick up those paper pieces. And these are really large eyes, like a really sort of cartoony look. I wanted him to have big, prominent eyes. And you don't have to do that either. However you want yours to be. You could use these smaller ones here in white and maybe the small, like 1/4 inch ovals that I've gotten before with my little Fiskars handheld oval punch. That would be cute too. But I really like this fun cartoony face. And I really like the ovals versus a round eye. I think that's really cute. And then his nose. And I think instead of my art glitter glue, I'm going to use a glue dot for that to make sure that it holds. Those rhinestones are kind of heavy and we don't want that to come off. So I'm just going to stick that on there and pick up my glue dot. And put that on kind of sideways. I think that gives a really fun cartoony look. And then maybe just a little bit of highlight on the black part of his eyes with my white gel pen. And I think that really helps bring him to life too. Let me zoom in a little bit. And there he is. I think he is really cute. I can't wait to use him on some Christmas paper projects. I think he's going to be adorable. So again, we used branches for his antlers, an egg shape for his head, leaves for his ears, and ovals for his eyes, and an oval rhinestone for his nose. Really simple shapes and things that are easy to find. Again, I will leave links to everything that I used, even some that I didn't with these more cartoony sort of branch dies, and even the one that is an antler die if you want it to look more realistic. So I think that's really cute, but to stick with the art of punch art, I wanted to use more common shapes, and I think the branches made really good antlers. So you guys be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of my punch art reindeer. I had a lot of fun coming up with this. I think he's just adorable, and even though some of you may not want to hear it, I might not be entirely done with these egg shapes. I do have some more ideas. I'm not sure what all I'll get time for before Christmas, but these egg dies have been the most versatile and fun set of dies that I have had yet. I am really, really loving these dies. You can turn them into so many different things. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a like over on my Facebook page, and be sure to join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. You can also follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll have the links to all of those in the description below, so be sure and check those out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.